Hello, everybody. Welcome into the Boulevard Home Game of the Week. This is a little quiet start for us here, Mark, but it's senior night over here at Pineview High School, and we welcome you in where we're getting ready to get underway with some senior night festivities here.
Yeah, last game of Region 10. Well, it's really the last night. So if you haven't had all the home teams are having their senior night tonight, and since we're here at the pit, we get to be here for Pineview Senior Night. Looks like they're starting off with Weston Watkins.
There you go.
Canyon Dickinson.
Tim Long there in the middle
Tim
as
Long,
well.
Yep. You know, I always say at our senior nights at Desert Hills, it's always a bittersweet night because it's the last time that these players will play here in the pit. You might get one home game, possibly. I don't think Pineview is going to be hosting. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see how the RPI shakes out.
I'm not sure if they will or not. I think they're still going to be on that bottom side of the bracket.
So but you know, regardless, this is the last Region 10 game that they'll have here, and it's again, it's just always bittersweet.
Yeah.
Because you see these seniors, you know, you see them as sophomores, juniors, and now it's their senior season, and it's the end. It's the end.
Yep. Yeah, the last game for these seniors, for these three young men that have played really well and been really good starters for the Panthers. So, again, Canyon Dickinson, Timothy Long, and Weston Watkins.
I guess that's – okay, there we go.
They got that video done and underway, but it looks like they're also going to be representing the seniors from the Pineview Dance Company as well.
Mm-hmm. You've got Brinley, Tasha, Ashley, Hannah, Liv, and Laney.
Yep, and then, of course, with their three basketball boys as well. So
along with the boys, yep.
Yeah, it's always a fun night, senior nights here around Region 10. There's a lot of them going on tonight. Again, Crimson Cliffs will be having theirs. Pineview, of course, having theirs. And I believe, is it Cedar that's hosting as well?
Cedar.
So Hurricane at Cedar, that's right. Cedar's going to be hosting their senior night tonight as well. As they give a shout-out to Timothy Long there and receives a balloon from one of the cheerleaders.
Well, and also, too, I've always loved the fact that they have parents and escorts out there, too, because this is their recognition as well. This is putting in, you know, these players start their basketball careers early, starts on Saturday mornings and, you know, at 8 years old, and who gets them there, who takes them to lunch afterwards, and all of the practices before they can drive, who gets them there, it's all the parents. So this is recognition to the parents as well as they move on because, again, just kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Now Weston Watkins, of course, being recognized.
We want to thank this group of seniors for the past 4 years.
And you're right about that, Mark. You know, with senior night going on tonight, yeah, seniors, you know, they themselves play a big part in this, but yeah, it is the parents too, right?
Oh,
and
no question.
The family and whatever their family might look like. Those that support them are always very important in athletics because it is, you know, you have those early morning practices. Who's showing up for those? Who's flipping the bill? Because guess what? Sports aren't free,
That's
right?
for sure.
Who's flipping the bill for new basketball
me,
shoes? Or,
I know that.
Or new dance shoes for the dancers or whatever it might be, right? There's always someone that's out there whether supporting by showing up, supporting financially in lots of different ways. And I'm glad that they are able to stand by those people that are so supportive of them here on senior night tonight.
Yep, I definitely speak from experience. We've got a baseball player, and this is his senior year as well. And there's a lot of practices, tournaments, games, and scrimmages, and just all kinds of I would hate to sit down one night and actually try to figure out how much we have spent on baseball. I would not want to know that number, Caden. I really would not.
Yeah, like $12 or $13, something like that.
But would I do it again? Would I do it again?
Yeah, you definitely
Absolutely, I would.
Yeah.
I just don't want to know what that number is.
We'd like to recognize the senior dance company.
Now, recognizing the senior dance company that's also out there on the floor tonight.
Basketball players running a flower out to him as well. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I love how each club and organization supports each other within the school.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. You know, over here at Pineview, they don't have a drill team, so the dance company is their main dance team. So you know, not having a drill team out here, which is kind of weird to me. You know, growing up as a Flyer back in the day, they had the Pantheras, but they disappeared, from what I understand, about 12 or so years ago. I can't remember how long ago, but
that's been a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know, one thing too is with this Pineview Dance Company out there being recognized is they were at least able to bring something back.
Oh yeah,
right?
for sure, absolutely.
And offer that option of dance to the students here. So.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they're able to recognize the seniors. And yes, you know, the Pineview Dance Company may not be an official UHSAA supported sport, but they are athletes in their own right, and they're being recognized tonight. So
yeah, pretty cool.
So big shout out again, one last time, to the Pineview Panthers seniors in both basketball and from the Pineview Dance Company.
Hugs all around.
As we are about to get underway here with our game tonight between the Desert Hills Thunder and the Pineview Panthers. So tell you what, Mark, Let's take a break here, give ourselves 2 minutes, and then when we return after the break, we'll hop in to our pregame show.
Love it.
And get underway with our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. So more coming up next here on the Fan Sports Network.
I created this firm with the goal of making sure we always put the clients very first. Adams Wealth Advisory is a financial planning firm that is combined with an investment firm to be able to provide the best possible outcomes for our clients.
When a client walks in the office, I want them to feel welcome. They're not just our clients, they're our friends.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life throughout retirement and ultimately to your heirs.
We've never met two clients that have exactly the same goals or the same needs, the same assets. And so we have to be very innovative for our clients.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
The team-based approach in this business is very unusual. We're able to bring a team together of multiple professionals with different skill sets to work together to better clients' lives.
So if you've amassed wealth and you're looking for something different, something that looks at different asset classes, that incorporates real estate and private equity and hedge funds, then that's what we're here for. That's what Adams Wealth does.
The sophistication that we can implement for clients' plans is far beyond what other firms can do, whether small or large.
One of the things that makes Adams Wealth so special is the people that we have. Cormac is one of the brightest individuals that I've ever come across in his understanding of the markets. Riley just comes with just an innate ability to lead. He has the most pure heart and wants to help clients like I've never seen before.
The single most important piece of advice that I always provide is act. Whether that means saving, whether that means putting together a plan. I always believe that if you're intentional with your financial plan, things are going to work out really well for you.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the Findlay Subaru pregame show here on the Fan Sports Network. On the broadcast with you tonight, it's myself, Caden Formaster, and Mark Musgrave.
The voice you know.
It's like we're doing our show all over again. It's just
man.
this time it's 7 o'clock at night.
Yes. Yeah, and again, you made note on our show. This is our first broadcast for basketball.
I know,
this
first
year.
broadcast together for basketball. We've been split up across the season doing our broadcasts with different guys, and it's been nice, though, to be honest, to be able to have those experiences with different guys on the crew. We have a bigger crew this year.
Yep.
And that just means, number one, we're able to bring you more basketball games here in Region 10, which is fantastic. We love being able to bring these games to you right to your screen, whether it be on your phone, on your TV, wherever you're watching us, computer. And we're grateful to be able to bring you some basketball tonight. Now, again, tonight is the last night of the regular season, and playoffs will be next week starting on Tuesday. Tuesday will be the first round, and teams will play at home sites. So we obviously don't know yet. There are still some things that may be determined. Games and positions might be determined after tonight's basketball games. But Tuesday we will be broadcasting more basketball, just kind of depending on where those games lie. We don't know yet.
TBD, to be determined. But, yes, we're at the Pit tonight. Again, senior night 2023 here for the Panthers, hosting the Desert Hills Thunder. And, again, we've talked about this on our show from the bleachers, 4 to 6, Monday through Friday. It's a nice little plug for us. But the keys to the game on these two teams are, I'm going to say, identical.
They're pretty similar. Let's hop into it. The Findlay Subaru keys to the game. Reminder that Findlay Subaru, they work hard to be active in the community. They received the 2022 Subaru Love Promise Customer and Community Commitment Award. Now you can go reserve your new Subaru at Findlay Subaru. You say, Mark, that these are very similar, these keys to the game. Let's talk about them. What are those keys?
For me, since neither team has height to speak of, they're both good three-point shooting teams. They've got to hit the three and run in transition. Whatever team does that the best, they will walk away the victor tonight. That's all it's going to be about. You're not going to have a post player like a Kyle Lemke or an Owen Mackey that can do just about everything. You're not going to get that kind of a performance tonight. Now, they do have their superstars. They're not big guys. But on the Thunder side, you've got Lincoln Holmes, who can put up 20-plus any night that he feels that he needs to. Eli Allred and Chomp Jones on the Thunder side as well. On the Panther side, you've got two really, really good basketball players in Nash Schroeder and Griffin Shepard. If those two get going, boy, I'll tell you what, that makes this Panther team a very good and scrappy team, man. They can beat just about anybody on any given night when those two players are going.
That's right. And the struggle that these two teams have both had have really been making sure that multiple guys get in the scoring column. And when that happens, they actually both play really well. So, again, for Pineview, Nash and Griffin are going to get in that scoring column. The question is, how much are they going to get into it? Last game, they got into the 20-point range. Both of them did. And then on Desert Hills side, it's Eli Allred and Lincoln Holmes. Those two will get going for sure. So the question is always, who's that third guy going to be for either team?
Is it Chomp Jones? Is it Boston Holbrook for the Thunder? And for the Panthers, is it going to be Canyon Dickinson? Is it going to be Timothy Long?
Yeah, and it could be even maybe Devin Williams coming off the bench sometimes. He's at times been able to put up some decent numbers.
And we will be looking for our Jersey Mike sub of the game. So
that's right.
He may be the guy.
That's right. Now, one of the things that you talk about too is these are really good guard play, I should say, between both of these two teams. Right, really good on that side of the court. So how many three-pointers are we going to see? We're going to be throwing out some U First Credit Union three balls quite often, I think, tonight. Desert Hills, I would not be surprised to see them get around 6 or 7 threes. Pineview, probably going to match it.
Yeah, I will say they probably make around 10. I'm going to up that just a little tiny bit. I've been watching them shoot here and been watching them the last couple of games, and they've been shooting the three really well. I'm not as familiar with Pineview, but I have seen them a couple of times this year as well. And again, I know what Nash Schroeder can do with the three.
Yeah, all of the all of the guards for Desert Hills can really shoot the ball and have a pretty confident three-point shot. From Pineview as well, especially Nash, Schroeder, Griffin, Shepard. Those two know how to shoot the ball, so I'll expect to see a lot from them. On the defensive side, though, again, a lot of it is going to be lockdown perimeter defense because that's where the majority of the points are going to go from. If they're going to drive to the hoop, okay, that's fine. You know, Timothy Long's got to make sure to stay down there. You got to make sure that you're covering the switches and any sort of penetration. You just have to eat that up immediately.
Yeah.
So that they don't drive to the basket because you don't have a big guy down there to block it, right?
Yeah.
So you might see some attempts at some penetration going on tonight too.
Well, and you will see some penetration on the Thunder side as well. Lincoln Holmes, you know, he may not be tall, but that kid is strong and thick. He could be the strongest kid on the court, and I'm talking about both teams. So look for him to penetrate and use that strength down low, whether he's taking Schroeder down low or any of the other guards for the Panthers. Look for Holmes to really go low as well.
You know, Boston Holbrook is another one of those as well for the Thunder, where he does have a pretty big, strong body to be able to get down there. And yeah, you know what? He might not have the height advantage, but he will get down there on the block and he'll post guys up. He doesn't care if he's a full 4 to 6 inches shorter. He'll still try to push you around a little bit, and he can. That's the other thing, too. He can do it. So,
and number one, Chomp Jones has been shooting the ball really well for the Thunder, and I'm sure he will get a few of the U First Credit Union three-pointers. So keep an eye on Chomp Jones as well.
Yeah, a couple of guys to look out for on that side as well. So tonight, as it is our last broadcast for the region, we are going to keep updated, of course, with the other games going on across Region 10, bringing you those Nets on Fire updates, so stay tuned for those. And we appreciate you watching here on the fansportsnetwork.com. And, of course, if you hadn't noticed already, there's another game going on the fansportsnetwork.com with Crimson Cliffs and Dixie. Some interest in that game across town, because if Crimson Cliffs wins, then Snow Canyon, who has the bye, would be co-region champs with Dixie. And that has been an interesting storyline in all of Region 10 tonight.
Yeah, Warrior Nation is definitely big Crimson Cliffs fans tonight. They want a part of that Region 10 trophy. So that will be that's something we'll definitely keep our eye on for sure.
Well, again, we appreciate you joining us here on the Boulevard Home Game of the Week tonight. Again, between Pineview Panthers, Desert Hills Thunder, and again, appreciate you joining us for this Findlay Subaru pregame show. Mark, as we're about to get underway here with starting lineups coming up here in just a little bit. One thing that we did mention on our show about these two teams is we just don't know who's going to win. It's going to be a close game.
This is going to be a wild game. It's not going to be as unorganized as a church basketball game, but it's going to get up and down and chaotic, just like a church basketball game.
I expect to see what I like to call a little bit of monkey ball, a little crazy.
Yeah.
The ball, diving after basketballs, slippery fingers. The ball's going to be going everywhere. I expect to see a little bit of that, just because these guys do like to put it all out on the line. They'll make sure that they give it their all tonight on both sides. So I'm excited. Should be a really fun night tonight, and we're excited to bring you this broadcast here on the Fan Sports Network. We are going to take a little bit of a break here as we pause for a national anthem, and when we come back, we're going to hop into those House of Jumps starting lineups, so stick around with us here on the Fan Sports Network.
Utah is growing, and we're growing too. What started on the U of U campus has grown to over 110,000 members with 20 locations, and we're ready to meet even more of you. More than a campus or a branch, we are Utah's teachers, businesses, and families. For over 65 years, we've been part of your community, and while our name is changing, our commitment to you is not. University Credit Union is now U First Credit Union. See why it's getting even better here. Welcome to U First.
relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cass Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Welcome back in. It's the Findlay Subaru pregame show wraps up here on the Fan Sports Network. Appreciate you joining us tonight. Again, this game is brought to you by Boulevard Home, making your house a home for over 48 years.
And I was just going to say, and big President's Day sale going on over at Boulevard Home this weekend as well. So you can take advantage of some pretty good sales. And hey, shout out to the PA announcer, Kelly Campbell here at Pineview. Man, he makes us all look bad, all of us other PA announcers. I mean, that dude can belt out the national anthem. I will not ever do that.
I wouldn't want you to do that if we're being honest. Yeah, that would not be a good time for most people.
Shout out to Kelly Campbell.
Starting lineups today brought to you by House of Jump. We're also looking for a dunk tonight. Hopefully we get a dunk tonight. And if we do, that's an hour of free jump time at House of Jump. So we will give you that phone number if and when a dunk does happen. Starting lineups first for the visiting Desert Hills Thunder. Number 1, Chomp Jones. Number 4, Eli Allred. Number 13, Landon Esplin. 24, Lincoln Holmes. And number 45, Boston Holbrook. Now getting underway here. The Pineview Panthers starting lineup. They turn off the lights. They bring out the spotlights as we get ready to have some basketball here at the pit. So starting off, number 4, senior Canyon Dickinson. Number 5, Timothy Long. Number 10, another senior, Weston Watkins. Our 3 seniors first off the bench tonight on senior night, followed by the 2 guys that have really been putting in a lot of numbers on the offensive end. That's Nash Schroeder, number 13. He's a junior, and another junior, Griffin Shepard, number 20, to round off the starting lineup for the Pineview Panthers tonight.
Caden, I am ready for a shootout tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if both teams get in the 60s and 70s. It's going to be a shootout.
I would like to see it. Game about to get underway here.
Getting started off just a little bit late due to senior night. That's always kind of a topic, but just getting underway here. So you haven't missed anything. Figured tip-off time was 7 o'clock. Well, we pushed it back to 7:16 because we knew some of you would be joining us late.
Jumping for Desert Hills, number 4, Eli Allred, and Timothy Long for Pineview. And Long gets the tip. It goes in the hands of Watkins, who gets it over to Dickinson to get things started. It's Schroeder taking it up top, swinging it across to the right side. Back up top now is Shepard. Over to Dickinson, into the corner now is Watkins. Crossing it again to the opposite corner is Dickinson, who pulls the 3, rims around, no good. Tipped and rebounded now by Lincoln Holmes. Goes cross court to Esplin. Resetting now, Allred up top. Holmes resets here. A reminder, no shot clock tonight. One of the gyms here in Region 10 that still does not have that missing piece that they need to get the shot clocks operable is Boston Holbrook down low. Tries to find somewhere to spin, losing it. It's tipped around. Again, this is what I talked about in the pregame show, right? You're going to get some of these moments where the ball gets tipped around and you're going to find bodies on the floor.
Yeah, Udi Associates held ball, alternating possession. It will remain with the Thunder.
Still scoreless so far as we just about to cross that minute in mark. It's Allred up top, picked up by Dickinson. He drives with the left hand to the baseline, nowhere to go, kicks out. Holbrook open 3. Boom. Drops it in. UFirst Credit Union 3-pointer, Boston Holbrook.
Again, that's going to be the key to the game for both teams is who can shoot that 3 ball the best.
It's full court pressure from the Thunder. Up top now is Watkins. Dickinson to Long. Long drives in. Goes up with it. Not good. Gets his own rebound. Kicks it back out. Shepard takes the 3, and he drills it down. UFirst Credit Union 3-pointer, Griffin Shepard.
Boy, they're making us look smart, Caden.
I like it when that happens.
It's like we have seen these two teams play before, that's for sure.
Esplin to Holbrook. Holbrook backs up Watkins. Kicks out Jones. He takes the 3. Chomp Jones off the front of the rim, no good. Tips and rebounded Dickinson. Canyon bringing it the other way. Slows it down to Long. Schroeder pump fakes, thinks about it, and drives in. The Panthers reset. Watkins. Inside Shepard. Shepard step back, pulls the trigger, not good. Holbrook tried to box out and thought a teammate might be coming to help him out, and it wasn't there, and Panthers able to strip it away.
Yeah, scrappy little play there by Shepard.
Dickinson down low to Long, wide open layup. Timothy Long gets on the board for 2.
Definitely a miscommunication for the Thunder D there. There's our Holbrook Asphalt replay.
Boston Holbrook up top, swinging it around. Eli Allred on the other side, getting it down low to Lincoln Holmes. He goes up with it, not there. Tips, rebounded Long. Watkins takes it across to Dickinson. Dickinson crosses, drives in, tipped away. Jones picks up the tip. Holbrook drives, goes up with it, and the scoop, and it's good.
He has gotten so good with that throughout the year, that little underhand scoop. Just very crafty around the hoop for Boston Holbrook.
All tied up at 5 apiece on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard with 4:25 left to go in the first quarter. Schroeder spins, puts up a wild shot, not there. He's looking for contact, but instead the Thunder take the ball the other direction. Holbrook loses it out of bounds, and it will turn over to the Panthers. Griffin Shepard to inbound for Pineview. Again, full court pressure here by the Thunder. Schroeder takes the inbound pass. Gets it across to Dickinson into the corner is Watkins. Pulls the trigger for a UFirst Credit Union 3-pointer, Weston Watkins. On the other end, Pineview gets the ball back. Missed shot, Nash Schroeder takes control. And he'll pull a deep three. It's not there.
Well, they're launching them from all over. Before you could even announce that last play, Chomp Jones had already launched a three down here.
And Weston Watkins on your Holbrook Asphalt replay there, hitting that corner three to give the Panthers the 8-5 lead. Taven Mortensen checks into the game. Up top with it, Zesplin. Excuse me, Allred. Now to Holbrook, who gets it down low to Jones. Chomp Jones backs up Canyon Dickinson, goes off the glass, hits off the rim, no good.
Little hard.
Dickinson, a little flash behind the back. Pick from long, spin move off the glass, no good. Dickinson wanted to take that one all the way, and he had the shot, just wasn't quite enough on it. A little short. On the other side now, it's Holmes. He goes up with it, he's fouled. We'll head to the line to shoot our first Fabius Freddy's free throws.
Yeah, again, that's something that you're going to see a lot of Lincoln Holmes tonight with the penetration. And again, he is so good and so strong with the penetration and around the hoop that with no Kyle Lemke back there or no Caleb Jackman or no Owen Mackey, he'll be doing a lot of that.
Short off the front of the rim, no good.
Looks like Jackson Holman checked in for the Thunder. Chomp Jones is going to take a little breath.
Gets the next one to go.
And again, we got to keep an eye on these subs because we got a Jersey Mike sub of the game to select.
Full court pressure. Schroeder goes over to Long. He goes all the way to the basket for two. An easy lay-in again for Timothy Long. Second time that they've broken down that Thunder defense for a wide open Long down low.
Yeah, the communication hasn't been the best on the Thunder side of the defensive side.
It's Taven Mortensen nearly losing it and gets it away to Holbrook, who resets. Allred on the drive in, pulls up, short.
This Panther crowd's letting them know about it. It was an air ball.
A little retaliation for the Nash Schroeder air ball earlier when the Thunder crowd let him have it.
Exactly.
So now we're even on the air ball count.
Oh, they'll still both let everybody know when those two
There they
players.
go just now as Schroeder shorted off the front of the rim. Two minutes left to go in the first quarter. Allred losing it. Picks it back up and drives. And a foul. Schroeder's going to pick up his second foul already.
Yeah.
Couple of substitutions coming in. Devin Williams and Adam Moore for Pineview. And Ty Attic for the Thunder with 1:54 left to play here in the first.
So Thunder with 3 reserves, 2 starters.
Swing it around Holbrook to Mortensen. Bump foul by Adam Moore. He'll pick up his first.
Got a really good officiating crew tonight. Trent Lindstrom, who we had on our show a week or so ago.
Yeah, I talked to him for a half a second before the game started. Ty Attic up top with it, picked up by Griffin Shepard. Goes with the left hand, picks up again. Holmes. Resets here, spins, puts up shot.
Oh,
gets it to go from 5 feet out.
Yeah, nice little, it was just soft enough. It didn't come off the back iron hard. It just kind of deadened and dropped in.
In the corner is Adam Moore. Moore goes back up top, swinging it around. Now Dickinson. Tried to get it to Shepard and a little past his outstretched hand. It'll be a turnover and Thunder basketball.
1:25 into the second quarter. Crimson leads Dixie 20-17, so it's a tight one over at Crimson Cliffs.
That score update brought to you by Nets on Fire as Adam Moore tries to get the steal. The ball bounces on the line. It'll remain Thunder basketball. Weston Watkins checks into the game for Canyon Dickinson. Addig sets it inbound. Looking to get it into Holbrook. Holbrook picks it up. A minute left to play here in the first. Holbrook drives in. Corner. Mortensen gets it to Addig. Addig goes up strong. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Thunder ball. Eli Allred and Chomp Jones checking in as Lincoln Holmes and Boston Holbrook will hit the bench. Addig to inbound. Gets it into Mortensen. Mortensen goes up top. Three.
Boom.
Sinks it in. Jackson Holman for the U First Credit Union three-pointer and the lead, 11-10.
And he was looking for the and one as well.
35 seconds left to play. And it looks like he must have stepped out of bounds or something on the sideline over there. Tough angle for us here on this side. We got the student body set up in front of us, so that baseline closest to us is a little tough to see. 26 seconds on the clock. Up top, Addig swinging it across to Jones. Jones against Moore. Drives in, kicks out. Addig three.
Boom!
Another big three off the bench. Ty Addig. 8 seconds. Devin Williams to Shepard. Shepard crossing half court. Throws up a heave. And off the missed three-pointer, Weston Watkins gets it to go.
Wow.
Check out the Holbrook asphalt replay on that one.
Did he get it off?
He got it off. He had plenty of time. He got it off. They better give it to him. And I believe they do. Yep. It's 14-12 at the end of the first quarter here from Pineview High School. We will be back in 45 seconds after this break on the Fan Sports Network. Back at it here at Pineview High School. It's 14-12. Desert Hills with the slight lead. As we head into the second quarter, I want to thank Jason Baum with Bay Equity Home Loans. Jason Baum giving us wrestling updates all year long on from the bleachers. And state wrestling today, if you missed it, head on over to thefansportsnetwork.com where you can watch back those live streams and each map being covered by a different camera. So check that out on thefansportsnetwork.com. Griffin Shepard goes up strong with it. Soft touch to get the first points of the second quarter.
You know, that first quarter went just pretty much how we thought it would. Lots of threes, a lot of transition here at the pit.
Down low is Chomp Jones. He sneaks it outside. Three, his second of the night. Jackson Holman.
Yeah, Jackson Holman, when he's given some time, a little bit of space, he can knock it down just like anybody else can.
4 3-pointers for the Thunder so far.
Yeah, I told you, my number was 10. They're already almost halfway there.
Dickinson throwing the ball away again. That's the second time tonight that he's had a pass a little off the mark. Hopefully he can start to clean that up a little bit. Taven Mortensen bringing it across half court to Eli Allred. Allred drives, gets past Shepard. Jump stop, puts it on the glass and in.
Nice touch by the junior, Eli Allred.
Dickinson in control for the Panthers. Goes up against Chomp Jones. Swinging around is Shepard down low to Long. Goes back out to Shepard, who pulls the three. It's going to be Long. Not there. And Jones Throwing it away to Watkins. Watkins with the stop jump, gets it to Devin Williams, drives in, rolls around and in. Devin Williams.
Boy, I don't know if I've ever seen a basketball hang on a rim that long.
It's Allred driving in, kicked out. Can he get another one? Oh. Almost there. Jackson Holman off the bench tried to get his third three-pointer of the night, and it was right there. It rattled. Kenyon Dickinson nearly stolen away by Chomp Jones, picked up by Shepard. It's Long driving in. Off the glass, Timothy Long. You haven't seen this from him all season, and he decides to put the ball on the ground and make things happen. His third basket of the night.
If nobody's going to guard you, why not?
Allred stops, throws out to Jones. Chomp Jones takes a baseline, kicks out. Mortensen pulls the three, not there. Offensive board, tipped and in.
Boy, that's being at the right place at the right time, Caden, and Jackson Holman certainly was.
Early candidate for our Jersey Mike sub of the game is Jackson Holman, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's a strong start for that award.
Stolen away, and guess who? Jackson Holman picks it up.
Oh, boy.
And on the other side, Timothy Long, who, again, as we mentioned, he's played quite a game so far as well.
The Mustangs have kind of lengthened their lead over at Crimson Cliffs. They are now up 35-26 over the Flyers.
So they called a jump ball, and it will remain with the Thunder. That jump ball brought to you by UD & Associates, your local American family insurance agency here in St. George. Lincoln Holmes driving in, kicks out, three.
Landon Esplin.
Got it to go.
Wow. I'm telling you, I think, Caden, I'm beginning to think my 10 was way low.
You think so? Dickinson.
Wow.
Now to Watkins. Watkins wanted that one, but Lincoln Holmes got it in his face.
Shepard gave Esplin.
Kenyon Dickinson on the other end with hit three. Brought to you by You First Credit Union.
I was a little shocked. Shepard gave Landon Esplin like a shove in the chest and actually lengthened his arms out, and nothing was called. That was about halfway through that play down there.
Boston Holbrook getting it to Chomp Jones, who loses the ball across half court. It's an over and back call. It'll be Pineview basketball now.
A little bit sloppy, and again, something that we kind of thought might happen with these two teams. You know, it's like again, I'm not going to call it a church game. This is a high school game, but it can get a little sloppy sometimes, a little chaotic out there on the course, or the court with these two.
Dickinson to Long. Timothy Long trying to find somewhere to go, gets to Shepard. Swinging across Dickinson. They say it's no shot, and the foul is on the ground. Goes against Chomp Jones.
Jackson Holman's going to come back in for the Thunder. Chomp Jones going to get a little breather.
That's only the first foul for the Thunder here through the first half. 3:38 left to play here in the second quarter as well.
It's been a clean game. I mean, the Panthers only have 3. That's our 4th foul, and we're well over halfway into the first half. So,
and there's been some contact they're letting them play through.
Like that.
Again, a little contact there, but they let it go. Eli Allred picks it up, and then Timothy Long gets the reaching foul.
He pushed the envelope just a little too far.
Yeah, he says, hey, you guys aren't calling this. I'm going to try.
Why not? Why not?
And I don't blame him, to be honest.
Yeah, no.
You push that whistle,
absolutely.
right? Lincoln Holmes up top for the Thunder. Holbrook was looking for a backdoor cut that just never came. Holmes goes up top with it to Allred.
Oh.
And he sinks the three.
I'm telling you what, man.
27-21. Timeout taken by the Pineview Panthers. We'll keep it right here for this timeout and take this chance to thank some of our sponsors for tonight. Specifically, let's head to our sponsor, Cache Valley Bank, sponsoring timeouts here in Region 10. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Again, 3:04 left on the clock here in the second quarter as we're going to get ready to get into our Rally Stop halftime show here shortly. But so far, Mark, as you mentioned, it's been a game of 3 balls.
It really has been. And that's what I expect really all night long tonight. There's going to be a lot of U First Credit Union 3 balls. Coach Eves had kind of seen enough. He wanted to take a break and talk to his team about probably perimeter defense. And don't get too aggressive on the reaching in and the contact, because at some point I think these officials are going to clean it up a little bit, not let it get out of control.
Yep, so far we've had 6 3-pointers from Desert Hills tonight. And we've had 3 from Pineview.
Yeah.
So Desert Hills definitely leading very well in that category. Canyon Dickinson has control of it, gets it to Long, tries to get down low. Shepard, beautiful pass down low. Assist from Timothy Long to Griffin Shepard. On the other end,
and again,
thrown away by the Thunder.
Just a little sloppy on the Thunder side. That's 2 turnovers in a row, and we did get a halftime score over at Crimson. Dixie trailing the Mustangs 35-28 at halftime.
Again, those updates brought to you by Nets on Fire. Tipped, picked up by Watkins. Watkins has been playing really well. Dickinson did not get up on that pass, and it was stolen away by Allred. Allred goes up top with it to Holbrook. Holbrook.
So that's now 3 turnovers in a row. The Thunder, the Panthers, and then the Thunder.
Swinging it across. It's Holmes in the corner. Pulls the 3. It's not there. Tipped around, rebounded by the Panthers. Watkins pushing the tempo here over to Dickinson. He drives baseline, loses control of it, and it's picked up by Jackson Holman.
Looking for a foul.
Lincoln Holmes, ball on the court, swinging it out into the corner. 3, no good.
That's normally his shot over there in the corner for Landon Esplin.
Esplin has already made 1 tonight here in the second quarter.
And that was the exact same spot he shot it from.
Thrown away, and going the other way with it is Lincoln Holmes. All the way to the glass, no good. Offensive board by Esplin, coming in out of nowhere. Gets it back to Holmes, who goes up with it, and
Count
a foul.
it.
Do they give him the and 1 call? They're going to say he's shooting 2,
yeah.
so they will not give him that.
No, they are. No, they are giving it to him.
Are they giving it to him? Okay. So it makes it 29-23 here. And Lincoln Holmes will go to the line. The foul was against Devin Williams.
Yep.
His first.
Gets it to roll in.
Drops it. Canyon Dickinson crossing the timeline. Gets it to Watkins. Watkins trying to find somewhere to go. Gets it across over to Williams. Back in the corner. Dixon pulls the 3. It's short. Another jump ball called. Should say on the Panther side, it does. Again, that jump ball brought to you by Udine Associates, your American Family Insurance Agency in St. George. Inbounding is Canyon Dickinson. Dickinson to Shepard. Up top to Williams. 1 minute left to go here in the second quarter. Swinging it across. Shepard drives baseline. Step back. Jumper is good.
What a smooth shot by Shepard. That step back is almost indefensible.
30-25, 40 seconds. Holbrook pulls the three. No good. Rebounded by Chomp Jones. If there were a shot clock, it would be off.
Yep.
With 28 seconds left to go in the half. Chomp Jones up top. Letting that clock roll down. 10 seconds. Lincoln Holmes with 7. Ball in the court. Drives in. Spins. Goes up. Off the glass. No good. And Devin Williams heaves from half court to round out the first half. 30-25. Desert Hills leading over Pineview in what is a close matchup so far through the first half of play. Coming up next as we head on into the Rally Stop halftime show, we're going to be breaking down the first half of basketball here from Pineview High School and looking forward to some of the other games as well going on in Region 10. So stick around, and we will be back after this.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Thank you for voting Adams Wealth Advisors the gold winner for Best Financial Planner in the Best of Northern Utah competition. Understanding your family, jobs, and goals is how Adams Wealth Advisors will continue to earn your trust.
This is Craig Adams. At Adams Wealth Advisors, we are here to help you receive peace of mind whether you've done a lot of planning or a little planning. Count on our team at Adams Wealth Advisors for honesty, professionalism, and integrity.
Visit adamswealthadvisors.com or call 752-1702 to schedule a time with an advisor today. Please see adamswealthadvisors.com for more information on these recent awards.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Welcome back in to the Rally Stop halftime show here from Pineview High School, where the Desert Hills Thunder lead 30-25. Caden Formaster here, Mark Musgrave, as doing a little bit of, what would you want to call that? Little cash thing that they're doing here tonight.
A miracle minute.
Yeah, miracle minute.
Is kind
there
of what
you
we
go.
call it here at the high school level. And again, I just always love how it doesn't matter what team you're cheering for, what colors you're wearing. When things like that happen, everybody contributes. I saw a lot of Desert Hills parents holding up cash. I saw a lot of Pineview parents holding up cash. And I just love how everybody contributes during those times.
Absolutely. Now, Pineview Dance Company out there is halftime entertainment tonight. Again, they have host of seniors as well in the senior night tonight. So, well, so far through half, again, 30-25. Right now, Desert Hills with the slight lead. And both sides have really been quite even, not really one person leading. Surprisingly, though, maybe this is surprising to you. It is to me. Desert Hills is being led by Jackson Holman.
Yeah, a little bit of a surprise. Again, I've watched Jackson Holman every game this year, especially at home. or all the home games, I should say. I've seen him, and he can knock down the three. So a little surprised, but not overwhelmed by any means. I know he can hit the shot.
Yeah, and he's got a good stroke to that three-pointer as well. He looks really comfortable out there doing it.
He's looking to get that Jersey Mike sub of the game.
Yeah. And, well, you know what? He is well on the way. So we'll see what he can conjure up the rest of this half of this as the second half approaches.
Yeah.
But on the Pineview side, it's Griffin Shepard leading. He's got 9 so far. Outside of that, you have Timothy Long with 6. Weston Watkins had 5 through the first quarter. Dickinson threw down a 3. Devin Williams with the basket as well. Nothing from Nash Schroeder, which is a bit surprising.
Now, that is the surprising part. You ask me how surprised I am that Jackson Holman is leading the Thunder. That's a little surprise. Not a big surprise, but a little surprise. That Nash Schroeder has 0 points in the first half, to me, that is a big surprise because he is one hell of a shooter.
Yeah, the fact that he is not there yet is a bit shocking. I expect him to come out a little bit better in the second half, but so far the mismatch has been in other places, right? So Pineview's trying to take care of mismatches elsewhere. And also Schroeder's got 2 fouls, so they don't want to see him pushing it too hard on offense, picking up any sort of offensive fouling or anything like that. So they're trying to keep his load a little lighter. Griffin Shepard does have a little bit of the bigger body, so they're kind of going his direction instead. But Timothy Long's been fairly open down low, so they've been able to get it to him a couple times.
He's been very active as well, even at midcourt. He's been very active, diving on the floor for loose balls and been banging into guards. And he did get his hand caught in the cookie jar that one time, just to see how aggressive that he could be, but he's been very active, and my goodness, if the Thunder aren't going to guard him, just put it on the ground and take it to the hole, and Timothy Long has done that a couple of times.
Yeah, he has. He's looked really good so far. And part of that, too, is on the defense where they've just let him have his way, right? They've left him open down low. The Thunder haven't had that problem. You know, the game where they played so well against Crimson Cliffs the other night, they were lockdown defense on the Mustangs, and they just aren't quite there with that tonight. It's been a little sloppier on defense than I think Desert Hills would like it to be. And Pineview has taken advantage of that a few different times.
Looks like they're recognizing the senior band members now at halftime. And again, these band members, they put in a lot of time. They're at every girls and boys basketball game. That means twice a night their weeknights are taken up here to support their school and their basketball team. So, big commitment on the band side as well.
Yeah, I mean, hey, growing up, I was one of those kids. I was one of those band kids. I know what it's like to spend that much time, and it's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot of time, and they definitely deserve the credit. So I'm glad they're representing them here tonight.
And I will say the teams appreciate it. They love the support, especially on the girls' side of the ball, where they don't get the fan turnout that the boys do. So being that the band shows up at all the girls and boys basketball games, I think it's a tip of the hat to them because it is a big commitment for sure.
Absolutely. So congrats to the senior band members as well. So, yeah, give them a shout-out.
Big night here at the pit.
It is. And senior night all across Region 10. And I know all these seniors would love to get a win on their home courts. And, again, right now, across town, Crimson's the one that's up. So their seniors are looking to be in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah, I believe that halftime score was 35-28. Looks like
it's currently 40-30, about halfway through the third.
So Crimson kind of keeping that 8 to 12 point lead on the Flyers. We'll see if the Flyers can make a second half charge. But man, we're keeping our eye on that game. That's a big game for the region outcome. So we're going to keep an eye on that game during this second half of the Pineview Panthers and Desert Hills Thunder.
Now, the other thing we're looking for tonight across all of Region 10 is our Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. And right now, the Both of these teams are on track.
We're on track.
We need to hit that magical 55 mark, and if we do here or anywhere across Region 10, you can go get your first 5 ounces of Yogurtland free, courtesy of Holbrook Asphalt.
And I don't care what anybody else says, Yogurtland has the best toppings in Southern Utah.
So go get their first 5 ounces for free, courtesy of Holbrook Asphalt, if a team tonight scores 55 points or more. And by the looks of it, Crimson Cliffs is just about there, too. They only need to score about 12 more points, and then they'll be right there.
And hey, a couple things we're looking for, too, in the second half. We're looking for our AWP Playmaker play of the game as well.
And we may have seen it already, that Weston Watkins buzzer beater putback was pretty sweet.
That was pretty cool.
That's definitely a candidate. We've seen a few good plays so far, so we'll see if any of those hold up. Still looking for that House of Jump dunk of the game as well, so we'll see if we can find that. But we have yet to really dive into a lot of that. Again, this first half has been pretty tight. It's been pretty close, so we'll see how much further we can get with it.
Yep, we'll get in our Hearst Ace Hardware player of the game as well. We've talked about our Jersey Mike sub of the game, and we'll kind of keep our eye on that. Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game, so we're going to have to be looking for some key blocks and some key steals so that we can fill up all these awards in our post-game show.
Absolutely. So with that, let's take another break before we head into the second half of basketball. And we'll be back after this on the Fan Sports Network.
I'm Bo Bradshaw, owner of Bo's Auto Parts. I want to watch the game as well, so I'll make this quick. When you come into Bo's Auto Parts, our store mission is simple. Supply our customers with the best auto parts and the best customer service we can provide. Come on by and see if we can deliver.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
Welcome back in. It's the second half of play here on the Boulevard Home Game of the Week. Starting off with the ball is the Desert Hills Thunder. Chomp Jones going to inbound here. Coming out of our Rally Stop halftime show. Got to thank Rally Stop again. And after cheering on your favorite teams, there's no better place to refuel than Rally Stop. Lincoln Holmes pulls a three early here to start the third quarter. It's originally rebounded by Esplin, who steals the ball. Watkins pulls it away. And then Watkins puts on the break. Esplin was complaining to the ref a little bit and ran right into the back of Watkins. Yeah, Watkins put on the brakes. I don't think he knew Esplin was right behind him, not paying attention, and down goes Watkins.
Wow, an update over at Crimson, Caden. 51-35, Mustangs up on the Flyers right now. We may have co-region champs before the night's over.
They very well could.
Again, I know Warrior Nation is certainly big Mustang fans tonight.
Coming out the inbound, it's Griffin Shepard.
Boy,
man, a shallow shot that just seems to go. It's crazy.
He has such a nice turnaround jumper.
On the other side.
Sloppy.
Again, sloppy basketball, throwing it away.
Desert Hills with a lot of unforced turnovers.
Getting the inbound is Canyon Dickinson. Goes up against Allred, brings the ball across to Schroeder, who swings it over to Watkins.
Look for Schroeder to get going this half.
Inside to Long. They had that play working before, but Lincoln Holmes cut it off, and it's stolen away by Allred. And now Holbrook brings it across. Holmes drives in, and a blocking foul is called. Stepping into the lane there was Watkins.
Holmes looked around like, man, don't call that on charging. Don't call that charging on me.
Like, he stepped into where I was going, right? And sure enough, that is what they called.
And Holmes he is so strong. I mean, he is football strong. So, and he is going to play football at the next level. So, you know, he has some strength to him.
I believe he's going to Black Hills State.
Yeah.
Does that sound correct?
That does sound right.
Boston Holbrook backing up on Shepard, swinging it outside to Allred, who drives in, goes up strong against Watkins, and he will pick up the charge.
Oh, boy. Not sure about that one, but again, I'm looking through about 17
Watkins was there for a while. He got pretty set.
Was he too deep, though? That's the only thing that I had.
And that's what's so hard to call because there's no circle.
I know.
You know, and so you kind of have to take that call as you may, right?
I told the officials before the game, I had a good 5-minute chat with them, and I told them I wasn't going to call him out during the game, but.
Now Schroeder gets his first bucket of the night.
Wow.
And it was a difficult one, too. Kick out three, Holbrook, no good. Tipped, rebounded by the Thunder, and Holbrook will retry. Still is Dickinson. Driving, kick out, corner three, Esplin. That one finally drops for the Thunder after a bunch of offensive rebounds as well.
That's his shot, is that corner three. I know he's 2 for 3 on it. The one that he missed was an air ball.
Check out this Holbrook asphalt replay. Some good passing. The assist by Chomp Jones into the corner for the First Credit Union 3-ball.
Didn't touch any iron, Caden.
Not at all. We have ourselves a ball game over here. It's 33-29, and we'll keep it right here through this timeout. This timeout brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. And again, it's a tight ball game so far, as Desert Hills has put up 1-3. Pineview, though, was inching towards Desert Hills. We had a 1-point game there for a hot second, but just not quite enough.
Well, those 3 offensive rebounds down there gave the Thunder that additional shot for Landon Esplin in the corner. And again, that's his sweet spot. He loves it in those corners. But it was the 3 offensive rebounds. Desert Hills right now just a little bit quicker to the ball.
So Canyon Dickinson controls it for the Panthers. 5:37 left to go in the second quarter. Deep three, Weston Watkins rattles the rim, no good.
Wow, that was deep. It was almost from the logo.
Thunder quick in transition and decide to slow it back down. Lincoln Holmes drives in on Timothy Long. Losing control of it, gets rid of it to Holmes. Holmes spinning on Watkins, puts a shot up and drops it in. Wow.
Yeah, Eli Allred there. He has a nice little turnaround jumper too. And he's got some height to his jumper.
It's Watkins, front of the Panther bench, going up top with it to Shepard, who gets it down low to Long, and again, Timothy Long. They've ran that play multiple times where Long just gets underneath the defender. Gets it to go. Blocking foul against Long now.
Well, and I can see what the Thunder are doing on the defensive side. They're fronting Long, making it difficult to get that interior pass to the big man. But he's just making it look way too easy. They need some backside help if they're going to front him like that.
Timothy Long with his second foul. Chomp Jones Gets it to Holbrook. Pushes it up from 12 feet out, no good. Rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder pushing it down court. Hands off to Watkins. Watkins off the screen from Long, drives in, floats it up, and it's good. Quickly on the other side, it's the Thunder getting set up here. Holmes drives on Watkins. He goes off the glass and in for two.
Again, so strong. He's got really good body control as well.
37-33 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard as we have reached the halfway mark in the third quarter. 4 minutes left to go. Stolen away. It's Boston. Holbrook on the steal, double teamed, gets rid of it. Eli Allred going up strong. Block is the call. It'll be an and one.
And wow, what body, speaking of body control, here's our Holbrook asphalt replay. Look at this body control. There, double pump, soft kiss off of the glass, and one.
Checking in for the Thunder now is Taven Mortensen, and Jackson Holman will come in. Hitting the bench will be Landon Esplin and Lincoln Holmes. Again, at the line to shoot one on a Fabulous Freddy's free throw, and we haven't been able to give Fabulous Freddy's a lot of shout-outs tonight. There actually haven't been a lot of free throws.
No, it's been a pretty clean game.
Allred sinks it, and he now has 10 points tonight. Griffin Shepard was the first player to reach double digits with 11, and Eli Allred the first Thunder player to reach double digits with 10. Long drives baseline, off the glass, no good, a little shallow. It's tipped around, rebounded Mortensen. Taven Mortensen brings across with 3:30 to play in the third.
You know, we could be getting to our Bose Auto Park crucial part of the game for the Panthers. With a 7-point lead already, the Thunder, they're looking to go up double digits. The Panthers do not want to get it up to double digits.
Chomp Jones drives in, loses it. Timothy Long picks it up and takes it the other direction to Dickinson. He pulls the three in the corner, short, no good. Rebound by Long. Long. It's tipped away. Holbrook on the tip, who ends up getting the ball back.
Jeez.
So he'll pick up the steal, and rightfully so. He is the one that tipped it out of Long's hands.
Again, a lot of contact. They're letting it go.
And now Timothy Long on a steal.
Could have been called for a travel there.
Schroeder in the corner. Push shot up, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Again, these officials kind of just letting some contact go right now, resulting in some semi-sloppy basketball, but that's okay. We play on. Taven Mortensen. And a reach-in foul will come against Nash Schroeder. That's his third. He's going to have to be careful from here on out.
Yeah. And, you know, even though he hasn't been a big contributor in the scoring column, he does a lot of other things that's very important to the Panthers. So they need to try to keep him kind of locked in and on the court. Coach Eves is going to take a timeout for the Panthers.
With that timeout, we'll take a quick timeout ourselves here, 30 seconds, and we will be back for the remainder of the third quarter here on the Fan Sports Network.
Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
I'm Aaron Crane, host of the Region 10 Recap. Want to relive the highlights of the game? Look for the Region 10 Recap every week. Just follow St. George News on Facebook or go to stgeorgenews.com.
First Ace Hardware is conveniently located in St. George on the corner of Bluff Street and St. George Boulevard with 30,000 square feet of lawn and garden, paint, tools, fabrics, sporting goods, and the most complete nut and bolt section in town. First General Store, the Big Ace store on Bluff and on Main in Cedar City. Welcome back here. It's the third quarter from the pit at Pineview. Panthers trailing 33-40. Desert Hills on top.
Boy, you've got news over at Crimson, man.
Yeah, give us this Nets on Fire update.
They have extended their lead on the Flyers. Last report we got was 57-37 late in the third. So it looks like we might have co-region champs by the end of the night.
Going to be looking forward to that as the Thunder have control of it coming out of the timeout. Lincoln Holmes drives in off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Long. Timothy Long taking it the other side. Picks it up off the pass, off the glass, and in.
And again, nobody is picking Timothy Long up until he's on the block. He has free reign.
No good on that shot. Offensive board and put back. Ty Addig.
Yeah, Ty Addig, again, just in there kind of doing some of the stuff that he's going to be doing to get some extra playing time.
Timothy Long, no call, and gets the basket.
Lincoln Holmes drains a First Credit Union three-pointer. Wow.
Good quick turnaround. Now there is a call. So Taven Mortensen gets a foul on that, but Lincoln Holmes still gets a point.
And again, these officials are letting a lot of contact go, so the players are pushing the envelope on how much contact they can do down low. Taven Mortensen, not that much.
Up top with it, Dickinson to Long. Long hands off to Schroeder, who's been very quiet, defended by Lincoln Holmes most of the night. It's Long up top, cross court. Watkins drives baseline, finds Long on the drive in and gets it. Timothy Long again. He's got 8 in this quarter alone.
Boy, that was a nice cut, nice pass.
Timothy Long leading all scorers right now.
Unbelievable.
3 ball, no good. Rebounded Eli Allred. And that kid can jump out the gym.
Yeah, he really can't get up.
He pulls the 15-footer, no good. It's rebounded by Watkins, and Dickinson will bring it across. Griffin Shepard takes it off the glass, tries to go for his own rebound, no good. Rebounded Mortensen.
A lot of bodies on the floor, Caden.
Desert Hills trying to get that lead extended. Going up with it was Lincoln Holmes, gets his own rebound, and again, we play on through the contact. A 3, no good. Addig chasing down the offensive boards. Jackson Holman kicks out. Allred with 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Allred now. Lincoln Holmes drives in, steps back, 5 seconds, pulls the 3, Allred.
Oh.
No good, rebound. Thunder pulls the 3, still not there. We end the third quarter.
Little helter-skelter there towards the end of the quarter.
45-39 at the end of the fourth. We will take a minute break. And when we come back, the fourth quarter here from the pit at Pineview High School.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Region 10 Sports is brought to you by Nets on Fire, the premier training and event facility in Southern Utah. High-level individual and group training catered to your athlete, plus the best camps, clinics, tournaments, and showcases in the West. Visit netsonfire.org.
Well, Mark, the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert has been reached, but not here. across town.
Doesn't matter. You can still go ask for your Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert.
The Mustangs have 61 points to the 44 from the Flyers.
Wow, I think there's about 4 minutes left.
And one call as Griffin Shepard gets a shot to go. Starting off this fourth quarter, it's 45-41 with this. Tighten it up to a 2-possession game. Well, I should say a 1-possession game.
Yeah, for sure.
And he does. 45-42. Boston Holbrook going up against Timothy Long. And Long with so much improvement this season, both on offense and defense. As he picks up Lincoln Holmes. Holmes drives in. Pump fake, push shot. No good, and a foul.
That's going to go on Timothy.
Call that a broadcaster's jinx, I suppose.
Yeah.
He picks up his 4th. And gets the first to go.
Timothy Long's going to check out.
Yep, Devin Williams comes off the bench, so the Panthers with a little bit of a smaller lineup now. Short by Lincoln Holmes on the second of the Fabulous Freddy's free throws. Nash Schroeder bringing it across to Williams. Up top with it now, Shepard to Watkins. Swinging it across. It's Williams backing it back out. Schroeder. Pineview just trying to find a way to get it low. Shepard on the step back. No good. Rebounded Allred.
Every time I see him do that step back fadeaway, I'm expecting it to go in.
He's pretty good at that step back fadeaway.
He is.
It's Ty Addig. To Holmes. Holmes drives in. Watkins puts a hand on the ball. They'll call it a jump ball.
Alternating possession. It will remain with the Thunder, but I thought that was a little bit quick of a whistle for a possession, but I'll have to talk to Mr. Lindstrom after the game on that one. Just kidding, Trent. We love you. Again, I just really like his story. You know, he was a Desert Hills dad. And again, he was one of those dads that, hey, that's a travel, that's a foul. And instead of just being a complainer, man, he just threw his hat in the ring and became an official. And he's one of our top officials here in Region 10.
Chump Jones, open lane, drives in. Drops it in off the glass for 2. His first points of the night, too, coming here in the fourth quarter.
Boy, that's actually kind of shocking.
Devin Williams into the corner to Watkins. Cross court. Shepard nearly losing it off his leg, able to keep control of it. Goes back up top to Devin Williams. Williams back to Dickinson. Dickinson cross court, Watkins. Watkins up top. Schroeder takes the 3. No good by Schroeder. Schroeder having a bit of an off night tonight. Only 1 basket to his name. As Allred drives in, kicks back out. Jackson Holman wishes that whistle wasn't blown as he makes the 3, but Allred stepped on a foot there, so Williams will hit the bench and Long gets back in. Off the inbound, it's tipped away. Holbrook able to pick it up, kicks out into the corner. Chomp Jones, no good.
Boy,
and another foul called. It's going to go against the Thunder.
There's a lot of contact going on, Caden. My goodness, off the ball, on the ball, it doesn't matter, man. I'm just seeing bodies fly all over the place.
That foul goes against Eli Allred. It's his second as Schroeder takes the inbound pass, picked up by Lincoln Holmes. Gets it across half court. It's Watkins now. And back to Schroeder up top. Schroeder takes a step inside, stripped away. Out of bounds, and it will be Thunder basketball. And this home crowd does not like that call.
Well, and Lincoln let it go.
And I think that's why he called it that way, but I don't know if it was the right call. Again, we didn't have that great of an angle on it from our vantage point. But I understand why that would, you could assume it was Thunder that it was off of his.
Nice.
Lincoln Holmes drops that one in.
Soft touch by Holmes.
50-42 with 5 minutes left to play. Watkins, he'll take the three. No good, rebound Allred.
Now with an 8-point lead, Thunder up. If I'm Desert Hills, if I'm Coach Allred, I got to say, hey, guys, settle down a little bit. We don't need to be all helter-skelter.
Yeah, missed shot there by Lincoln Holmes, and Watkins
But
tries to slow it down, but Holmes gets the steal. He drives in, spins on him, and one.
Wow, Lincoln Holmes with a quick spin to his right side. And again, he's so strong. He's able to absorb the contact and still have the control on the ball to put it in.
52-42. 4:30 left to play. Across town, minute 36 left to play. It's 63-50. Crimson Cliffs on top of the Dixie Flyers. Dixie with a loss would split co-region champions with the Snow Canyon Warriors. And Lincoln Holmes makes the Fabulous Freddy's free throw.
Gonna take a little breather. Again, that gives them an 11-point lead. And again, if I'm Coach Allred, I'm just saying, hey guys, settle down a little bit. We can slow the pace down a little bit, even though that's their style of play, is very quick. Boy, Taven Mortensen just about knocked that off of Dickinson's shoulder. And I'm not quite sure that he didn't, but again, those calls are kind of maybe evened up now with those out-of-bounds calls.
Just about. Timeout taken by the Panthers. And again, they trail right now by 11. 53-42. We'll take a quick time.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Hey, it's Sheldon Demke. Check out the latest episode of What's on the Menu, a behind-the-scenes tour of local restaurants. We'll see some of their favorite dishes and get an inside look on how these dishes are prepared. Check out this week's episode at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back at it here, 53-42. The Thunder on top, trying to get back at Pineview for getting the better of them over at the Thunderdome. So Desert Hills wants to get this win to wrap up region play tonight. 4:20 left on the clock. As Dickinson drives in baseline, gets it over to Schroeder, and Schroeder will be bumped from behind by Chomp Jones, and he'll head to the line.
Obviously, Chomp doesn't agree with it, but I think there was a little bit of push down low on that body contact.
Schroeder will head to the line and shoot two on our Fabulous Freddy's free throws.
And again, with no shot clock here, the Thunder really can slow this ball down and keep this pace to their advantage. They don't need to be helter-skelter and pushing the ball quickly, taking quick shots.
Well, he drops both of those free throws in. Tighten things up a little bit more here. It's 53-44. Boston Holbrook picked up full court, gets it to Mortensen. Finally getting the ball across half court. Esselin puts it on the ground, gets it to Holbrook. Holbrook up top. And like you mentioned, Desert Hills just kind of taking their time here. Holbrook drives in, kicks it into the corner. But they'll take it back up top. And I think in that timeout, it's exactly what happened. Coach said, hey, just run some time off the clock. We got ourselves a solid lead.
Yeah, just slow down, make smart passes.
In the corner for three, no good. Offensive board. Swinging it back around.
Boston Holbrook needs to just slow it down.
No good on that, but again, another offensive rebound. And that's been the story of tonight's game for the Thunder. They've been able to hold in some offensive rebounds. It's Jackson Holman again. Another UFirst Credit Union three-pointer.
Boy, I got to think that Jackson is our leading candidate for our Jersey Mike sub of the game.
Oh, with 3 threes, throw on another basket for 11 points. I think he's definitely up there. We'll talk more about that in the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry postgame show. Schroeder, he wanted to pull the 3, decides to take it baseline. Some bumping going on, but nothing there. Holman brings in the board. 2:40 left to go. Lincoln Holmes drives on Watkins. Pushes the shot up. Travel is the call.
I think Coach Allred, he looks a little frustrated, hands on his hips over there. He's like, guys, we just need to slow it down a little bit. Take your time. We don't need to be penetrating and just throwing up shots like that. We have the advantage. We're up 12 with no shot clock.
Canyon Dickinson brings it across. It's Shepard. Goes up top to Schroeder. Both of those leading scorers for Pineview have been pretty quiet. Aaron shot there by Schroeder. Outlet pass now to Chomp Jones, and Chomp Jones will slow it back down, throws it away into the hands of Schroeder. Schroeder trying to go all the way to the other side. No good. Tipped out of bounds. It's going to be Pineview basketball. Yeah. Holman kind of picked it up as he hopped in from out of bounds, and they said, can't do that, but sorry.
He didn't get established in bounds before he touched the ball. So definitely the right call, and I'm just chuckling because the effort was there. It's just that the result wasn't.
Dickinson inbounds to Schroeder. Over to Long. Back up top with it is Shepard, trying to get back down to Long. Again, he's been great down there on the post as he kicks out. 1:47 on the clock. And it's tipped, stolen away by the Thunder, and Long will pick up another foul. I believe that's his 4th or 5th. He might be out. They say that's his 4th, so he holds on, and a timeout will be taken. 56-44. And we'll keep it right here as we give you the update from across town, where Crimson Cliffs gets the win over the Dixie Flyers. And that means we have ourselves co-region champions at 68-53. Great win by the Mustangs.
And again, we talked about it on our show today. I'm not shocked that Crimson beat Dixie. I am shocked that they beat them by 15.
That's the shocking thing. Yeah. Yeah, and even as we mentioned, what's best for both of these teams, right?
Yeah.
I think it's okay for Dixie to lose in this one because now they have a little more of a chip on their shoulder going into the playoffs. Now, hopefully that's what it gives them. You don't want it to give them
you don't want them to continue to downward
You don't want
spiral.
it to be a downer, but it needs to be a wake-up call.
Yeah, and then for Crimson, the Mustangs,
that's a confidence boost.
That's a shot in the arm of confidence, and so when they play their first game on Tuesday, they'll be hosting somebody. We don't know who yet, but that gives them a nice boost of confidence.
So Boston Holbrook will go to the line. He'll be shooting 1-1 off the bonus on our Fabulous Freddy's free throws. Again, 1:42 left to play in this one, where Desert Hills has a solid lead. And he makes the first end, extending that lead. Boston's been pretty quiet. He scored 5 points in the first quarter. He actually scored the first 5 points of this ball game, and hasn't scored since until those free throws now. But he's got himself 7 on the night. Dickinson up top with it. Again, if Pineview wants any chance at winning this, they've got to get quick shots up.
Well, I think this one is the results in the score right now. Desert Hills has got this win. Only 1:15 left, no shot clock. They're up 14. I just don't see how the Panthers could come back and win this.
And a foul is finally called. It'll go against Canyon Dickinson, who picks up his first foul. And again, the Thunder will go to the line to shoot a 1-1.
Yep, Ty Addig heading to the Fabulous Freddy free throw line.
Now, Ty Addig tonight has also been a really solid force coming off the bench. He's already got 5. Missing the first end there for the 1-1, so no chance at the second one as Nash Schroeder picks up the board. Into the corner with 1:03 left on the clock. It's Watkins. He drives in on Addig, kicks out. Schroeder back up top, swings it around. Shepard off the pick from Long, spins, push shot, gets it to drop.
He has had one heck of a game.
And another timeout taken. 51 seconds left to play here. It's 58-46 here on the Fan Sports Network.
Relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC.
Desert Hills Thunder will get the ball coming out of the timeout. That timeout again brought to you by Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Boston Holbrook set to inbound for the Thunder.
Now, you know me, Caden. I like to test out the basketball gods, and where I've already guaranteed the Thunder win here, we'll see if the Panthers can prove me wrong.
Well, 46 seconds, 12 points.
I know.
I don't think I've ever seen such a comeback. So
I know. I don't think I'm going out on much of a limb, am I?
Not really. No.
You know, but again, it turned out to be a game that we kind of figured it would be. You know, helter-skelter, fast-paced, lots of threes, and that's exactly how this game has played out.
Lincoln Holmes sinks the first. Now we are in the double bonus over here for the Thunder. So any foul shots from here on out will be 2. Lincoln Holmes, by the way, tonight, 18 points. He scored in every single quarter. Make that 19 now. He's kept it clean with fouling as well. Not a single foul to his name. Ball goes down low to Long. Long goes up with it, off the glass and in. Timothy Long has had quite the game tonight. He's another
really
one.
Has.
There are 4 players that have scored in every quarter. Lincoln Holmes, Griffin Shepard, and Timothy Long.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had a really good game. He says, I like playing against Desert Hills, man. I don't have to go up against those 6'7" and 6'8" guys that Dixie and Snow Canyon have.
And even with Crimson, you know, they have Houston Johnson down there as well, as Lincoln Holmes, again, making a Fabulous Freddy's free throw. Puts him in the 20-point category. And misses. Griffin Shepard on the rebound. 24 seconds left to play. Shepard pulls the deep 3, short, no good. Rebound, tipped around and pulled in finally by Nash Schroeder. He goes up strong with it and misses. There's a block foul called. So he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, it's on Lincoln Holmes. You jinxed him on that foul call. Not having any fouls. Well, he picked up his first. Actually, they're showing
he does have
second.
2. He
does
have 2.
Second.
And he drops it in. Nash Schroeder.
Hey, and if you're out buzzing around this weekend, there's a lot of people here in St. George. You got the Parade of Homes. You got a big baseball tournament going on. Caden, what are you doing this weekend?
Watching a lot of NBA All-Stars.
Okay.
I was hoping to go to Parade of Homes, but I haven't been able to swing any tickets yet.
So you're going to stay up in Enterprise and stay out of the traffic, huh?
Hopefully.
All right. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm going to be at the Baseball Diamond tomorrow up at Desert Hills.
There you go.
And coaching coaching some baseball. You know, it's a moratorium for the baseball coaches, so they always ask a few of the parents.
So some of the parents step in, huh?
And I'm totally digging it. It's my last time that I'll probably be able to coach Landon and some of his friends that I've coached since for about 10 years or more. So it's exciting for me to have that opportunity and to coach those boys as they're seniors, their last year. So
62-50 here, 13 seconds left to play. Holbrook back at the line again. Shoot a second of his Fabulous Freddy's free throws. Again, want to thank Fabulous Freddy's with 2 locations here in southern Utah off of River Road and Bluff Street. Misses the second one and rebounded by Watkins. 10 seconds to go. Canyon Dickinson crossing half court and is fouled by Boston Holbrook. Holbrook will check out of the game. Coming in, Chase Curtis. So Dickinson will be at the line. He'll shoot a 1-and-1 here. Dickinson, bit of a quiet night. That puts him at 4. And misses the second one. Rebounded by the Thunder. And I believe that will round it out.
Hunter Clark with that rebound and dribbles the clock out. And there we go with the win, 62-51, 11-point victory for the Thunder. And again, that 62 points, you guys just jumping on the broadcast, that does get our Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. Head on over to Yogurtland, get your 5 ounces of free frozen yogurt over at Yogurtland. Just ask for the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert.
Again, Desert Hills with the win, 62-51. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll hop into the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Stick around with us here on the Fan Sports Network.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Utah is growing, and we're growing too. What started on the U of U campus has grown to over 110,000 members with 20 locations, and we're ready to meet even more of you. More than a campus or a branch, we are Utah's teachers, businesses, and families. For over 65 years, we've been part of your community, and while our name is changing, our commitment to you is not. University Credit Union is now You First Credit Union. See why it's getting even better here. Welcome to You First.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
So Pineview, their last home game, they fall to the Desert Hills Thunder 62-51. We welcome you into the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. See why so many parents choose Johnson's for their kids' dental needs. Call for the new patient special, 656-0511. Well, we wrap up the regular season, Mark. Season's over. Playoffs will be coming out tomorrow. The RPI will be released, and we'll find out which teams are going where. Pineview will be for sure heading on the road. Desert Hills, I believe, should potentially be getting a home game.
Yeah.
So we'll see where everyone ends up. Coming up here shortly, tomorrow, we should be getting those results. But for tonight, let's get to some of our awards. Now, I want to start with Morgan Pest Control Defensive Play of the Game. There were so many steals tonight, and that was about it. I don't think we saw any big blocks, nothing like that. But I don't know if there's necessarily one in particular that sticks out to me as a Morgan Pest Control Defensive Play of the Game. But there were a few different steals that led to offense. And honestly, the steals weighed in Desert Hill's favor.
Yeah.
And for that's a big reason why they won, was due to their defense.
Well, that and, both teams I thought defensively did really well, especially in the midcourt. Very physical. I mean, Timothy Long was very physical, not even on the blocks. I mean, guarding Boston Holbrook out on the top beyond the three-point line. He was being very physical, moving his feet very well. I thought both teams did really well there. The one thing that the Thunder did better, they shot the three a little bit better.
They did, yeah. I want to talk about one thing when it comes to our Morgan Pest Control defensive play of the game. This isn't a specific play, but holding Nash Schroeder to only 6 points.
Yeah.
And scoreless in the first half.
Exactly.
That in itself is a big defensive play.
Right.
Being able to hold the leading scorer to only 6, that's huge. So we'll just leave it at that. Not necessarily one specific play, but the Thunder defense was pretty locked in tonight. So we'll give them that. The AWP Playmaker play of the game, there were a few really decent plays. My favorite tonight was probably Weston Watkins' little put back off the missed.
That was cool.
Heave. He was able to get it off in time. I really liked that one. So maybe that'll be my Pineview side. For Desert Hill side, Lincoln Holmes' pull-up three that was just kind of out of nowhere. He's like, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take this. And he drained it. Easy.
And again, I think that was really part of the Bose Auto Parts crucial part of the game, too, because that's where Desert Hills took that 5-6 point lead that they've had pretty much most of the game, and they extended it to double digits. And that's where they kept it, between 9 and 12 points the rest of the game.
A bit of a third quarter dagger, you could say.
Yes.
Is kind of what that was. Well, let's take that and lead on into our Hershey's Hardware player of the game. It's hard not to choose Lincoln Holmes here just because he did have such a good showing. He shut down on defense, shut down Nash Schroeder completely.
He did.
And was able to put up 20 points on the offensive side.
And he never got in foul trouble. We
were talking 2 fouls, and one of them with the last 30 seconds of the game.
Exactly. We were talking about that late in the game where we thought he only had 0 fouls, but he ended up having 1 at the time, and he got his second. So he was never in foul trouble. He kept his emotions in check. I know he's a very emotional player. Sometimes that can get the best of him, but he really kept it in check tonight. And again, I knew we would see a lot of penetration out of Lincoln Holmes. He did that as well. Again, he has such great body control when he penetrates and elevates, and he's so strong, and he just continues to he's able to just kiss the ball off the backboard.
So there you go, Lincoln Holmes, Hershey's Hardware player of the game.
Yeah.
Now, last but not least, because this is a player that I was somewhat leaning towards as even maybe a secondary player of the game here, but our Jersey Mike's sub of the game, no doubt in my mind, it goes to Jackson Holman.
I totally agree. He came out off the bench, hit 2 quick threes that really gave some life to that Thunder team in the first quarter when the game was just going back and forth. So I love the way he played tonight, not just offensively, defensively too. He got many key rebounds. I thought Jackson Holman played a great game for the Thunder tonight.
I thought he did too. Good win by the Thunder to wrap up the season. Hats off to Pineview for really having a great second half of the season. Once they reached region play, they really did play quite well. I think their overall record does not show how well they've played. If you look at their region record, they've been really quite good.
I agree. And this team can, if they have to travel, they can beat whoever they play.
Yeah. Now, just remember, heading into tonight, in specifically region play, these teams were tied.
Yeah.
and you might look at the overall record and be like, well, Desert Hills is the obvious better team. They were above 500 coming into this game overall, but they were 5-6 in region play. Pineview was 5-6 in region play.
Yep.
They found their identity in the second half of the season. It's a scary team that I would not want to play.
I don't think I would
as
either.
the host. Whoever's hosting Pineview, I feel really sorry for them because that's a tough team to play.
I agree, and whoever plays them, they better get a game plan for Griffin Shepard because he was lights out tonight. It seemed like every time I saw him turn around and put the ball towards the hoop, it was going in.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And I think most times it did. I was shocked when he missed.
Yeah, me too. Hey, well, that wraps it up. We thank you for joining us here on the Johnson Pediatrics postgame show and our Boulevard home game of the week. Tuesday night, we will be with you for round 1 of the state playoffs here on the Fan Sports Network, so stay tuned in. We'll be giving you those games over on our social media. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at TheFanSN, and, of course, online at thefansportsnetwork.com.
And remember, we have the most local coverage than any media sports station out there. We have 5 hours of local sports. So Monday through Friday, you can catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9 a.m. Right after that, you got Spencer McLaughlin from Cedar City with Smalls on Sports from 9 to 10. And then our show from the bleachers from 4 to 6.
Absolutely. Great local coverage right here on the Fan Sports Network.
I love it.
All right, from all of us here at Pineview High School and the Fan Sports Network, thank you for joining us tonight as we sign off. We'll be with you on Tuesday. Have a good evening.